and today I'll be showing you how to make this poinsettia out of plastic canvas and yarn. What you'll need for this project is 2 sheets of plastic canvas, a pair of scissors and a craft needle, and some red, green, and gold yarn. So to get started, I'm going to show you a close-up of the pieces you'll need to cut out, as well as how many of each piece is needed for this project. I recommend pausing the video and taking a screenshot of each piece so that you have it to refer back to when you start cutting it out. Now you're going to thread your needle with the red yarn, and starting with piece number 1, bring your needle up through the hole right in the middle at the bottom point. And you'll need to leave about a 1-inch tail at the end, making sure to wrap your first few stitches snugly around the tail. Now you're going to go all the way to the end of the row towards the right, then bring your needle back down through the very last hole to create a long stitch. Now bring your needle back up through the same hole in the middle at the bottom point. And this time we're going to go towards the left all the way to the end of the row, and bring your needle back down through the first hole. You're just going to repeat this all the way up to the top. Now I'm working with a thick yarn, so there's lots of coverage, but if you don't have a thick yarn, then you'll need to double up on your stitches. And when you get to the top, you're just going to whip stitch all the way around the border. Once you're finished, turn it around to the back side and tuck your needle under a few stitches. Then pull tightly and cut off the excess yarn with a pair of scissors. Now do the exact same thing with the 5 other pieces, and the same thing again with piece number 2. Now moving on to piece number 3, you're going to do the exact same thing, but this time with the green color. My green yarn wasn't as thick as the red, so here you see me doubling up on my stitches just to get better coverage. Now I didn't show this part for the first 2 pieces, but this applies to those as well. When you get to the top, just make sure you don't forget that very top stitch. So you'll need to stitch once towards the right, once straight up, and then once towards the left. And then you'll do the same for the other 2 pieces. Now with the last piece, you're just going to want to use a 10 stitch for the whole thing, and then just whip stitch around the border as you did with the other pieces. Okay, so now to assemble the pieces, first you're going to want to lay all the red pieces down exactly as you want them. Now you're going to thread your needle with the gold color and tack it down by tucking it under a few stitches at the back. Then bring your needle up anywhere along the edge so that the yarn is now sticking out of the front. Now you're going to choose a spot to start with, and then just stick your needle back down, trying to connect all the layers together. Now bring your needle through from the back, again trying to connect as many layers as possible and making sure that the front still looks neat. And you're going to do this all the way around the circle until each piece feels nice and secure, making sure to lay the pieces down flat occasionally to check that they are where you want them to be. At this point, if you see any imperfections that you want to correct, now would be the time to do that before adding the green pieces. So now we're going to attach the green pieces. So the first step is to decide where you want them to be and lay them down exactly as you want them. Now thread your needle with the green color and start by tacking down your yarn by tucking your needle under a few stitches at the back bottom side, and then you're going to pull it through to the front side. Now you want to tuck your needle under some of the red stitches at the back and then pull tightly. And then again under some stitches on the front of the green piece, and keep doing this until it feels nice and secure, and then attach the other two remaining pieces. So that's the last step. If you know that you'll be hanging these up, then you might want to add a couple of pipe cleaners or twist ties at the back by tucking them under some of the stitches, or you can also do this with some yarn and use that to tie it around whatever you want. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please like and subscribe if you did, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching.